Well, welcome back, everyone. We've invited Meredith Foster. She is the finance director for the City of Lima in to talk about budgeting and how it all works. So, you know, we're coming close to the end of this year. Did pretty good for 2025, right?
Yes.
And so now we have to talk about next year, 2026, just right around the corner.
Yep, absolutely. So the 2026 proposed budget is a disciplined budget with a focus on our core services in police and fire, while also investing in all the other services that our residents expect, but also maintaining our long-term financial status.
Yeah. So when you're talking about a budget, you know, there's lots of things that go into that, of course, you know, and you have the things that come out automatically that, you know, like you said, like the safety and security of the city and essential needs. Are there any like special needs that people are asking for more money here and there? And you know, I picture you, the mom, saying, "No, you can't use the allowance today. You have to save your money."
Yeah. So like I said, the public safety remains our core focus, but we're also including investments in infrastructure, housing, neighborhoods, as well as youth services.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So once you know the whole budget gets confirmed and you figure out all the planning, what's the next step? Like, where does it go to?
Right. So what happened on Monday? We submitted the budget, the proposed budget, to City Council, which was then referred to finance hearings. Those finance hearings, there will be 3 days of them, which will occur in January. And then once those finance hearings are complete, they will then refer the final budget to City Council for final approval, which will probably occur sometime in February.
Okay, so what if they said no?
Well,
do you have to go back to the drawing board and just start all over, or how does that work?
Typically what would happen is during finance hearings, if there are changes that are proposed, we'll make those changes right then and there. So that way we don't have to go right back to the starting point.
Okay. So with the City of Lima's money that goes through, you know, you take in so much, but and then what's the goal? Like, do you always want to be under, to have like a savings account for emergency funds type thing? Yeah,
so the general fund is basically where we keep our cash reserves. And in that, we want to keep at least 2 months worth of operating expenses, which equates to about $8 million. So our goal is to always keep that fund balance right around that $8 million point. But if we can stay higher, then that's even better, because then we have those monies for those emergency situations.
All right, and so where does the money come from?
Yeah, so for the general fund, our main revenue source is our city income taxes, which remains at that flat 1.5%, which has been in place for many, many years.
Right, and for the people that are wondering what that city income tax is, like, what does that all involve?
What the city income tax involves? So basically, if you live inside the city limits, you pay the income tax on any monies that you earn, as well as if you work inside city limits, you pay that 1.5% on those earnings.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, it's a big ordeal when you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of planning, and I'm guessing this takes like almost like an entire year. It's a continuous thing.
We started our budget process in July.
Wow.
So we've been working on the budget since then, and we've purposely taken time this year because we really wanted to make this a budget where we are able to reduce numbers. We did reduce our budget by 9% from the prior year's budget. And that was intentional because we really went through and we looked at efficiencies. We looked at what services are absolutely needed. And we looked at what our long-term savings plan needs to be.
Yeah, so is there any like specific projects, new projects maybe for the City of Lima that you're allowed to discuss? I don't know if you're allowed to or not.
Well, we always have projects coming. We don't have anything major to discuss at this point, but we always have those infrastructure projects that are always going to occur, and we have money set aside for emergencies.
Fantastic. Well, Meredith, I mean, it sounded like you guys ended in 2025 on a good note.
Yes.
You know, you didn't spend more than you made, so that's fantastic. And then 2026, looking for some new advances in the city, and it's been a lot of growth in Lima, so it's a nice thing to continue that, I would say. So yeah, well done. All right, well, thanks for coming on today and explaining that for everybody.
Thank you.
All right, well, don't go away because medical news is coming up next.